Vladimir Putin has a lot of enemies. He also has one of the world's most elaborate security systems, an armored limousine, a presidential aircraft with decoys, a secret train that looks ordinary, and offices designed to make his location impossible to identify. So is Putin actually impossible to kill? No, but he may be unusually difficult to locate, isolate, and surprise. And that is the real story.
Putin does not live and work in just one place. He uses several official residences across Russia. The best known include Novo-Ogoryovo near Moscow, Valdai, and Sochi. Traveling between them creates a security problem. Every journey reveals a route, a schedule, and a destination. The Kremlin's answer is not simply stronger walls. It is uncertainty. The fewer people who know the real plan, the harder it becomes to attack. So Putin's protection combines bodyguards, secrecy, decoys, and controlled information. Some details are officially confirmed.
Others come from investigative journalists, leaks, or anonymous sources. That distinction matters. The result is a strange loop. The more secret the system becomes, the more rumors grow around it. And the more rumors grow, the harder it becomes to know what is real. But four layers appear repeatedly in public reporting. First, a rolling fortress. Second, a flying command center. Third, a ghost train. And finally, a set of rooms that may not reveal where Putin is. Together, they create protection through movement and confusion.
This is Putin's Oris Senate limousine. From the outside, it resembles a very expensive luxury sedan. Inside, it is reportedly built for a much darker purpose. The presidential version is heavily armored. Its windows are reinforced. Its passenger compartment is designed to remain sealed during an emergency. But the basic idea is clear. The car is designed to keep moving when an ordinary car would stop. If attackers opened fire, the armor would provide protection. If the tires were damaged, run-flat technology could preserve mobility. If the fuel system caught fire, additional protection would buy time. That turns it into more than transportation. It becomes a mobile command room.
The goal is to survive the exposed minutes between secure locations. A convoy adds another layer of confusion. Similar vehicles can move together. Decoys can make it harder to identify the real car, and the route can change at short notice. This is the first important point. Putin's protection does not depend on one magical vehicle. It depends on armor, planning, escorts, and uncertainty working together. Even the strongest limousine has a weakness. It still has to travel on a road. For longer journeys, Putin needs another option. That option? Flies.
Putin's presidential aircraft is a modified Ilyushin IL-96. The aircraft is often nicknamed the Flying Kremlin. It was based on a Soviet-era wide-body airliner. The plane has 4 engines and a long-haul range. But the important features are inside the cabin. Reports describe offices, meeting rooms, bedrooms, dining areas, and secure communications. Public reporting also describes defensive systems. Those may include electronic countermeasures and other classified equipment. But a plane is also easy to track. Flight paths can be monitored. Aircraft can appear on aviation databases. So the presidential fleet reportedly uses multiple near-identical aircraft. When Putin travels, more than one plane may be prepared or deployed.
One can carry the president. Another can carry staff or serve as a decoy. Older reports describe 4 aircraft operating in the presidential fleet. Other accounts count reserve and support aircraft differently. The exact number is less important than the tactic. Several similar planes create several possible answers. A tracker may know that Putin is traveling, but knowing which aircraft matters is much harder. Fighter escorts can add another layer of protection. Yet no aircraft is invisible. That is why the most secure option may not be the fastest one.
Sometimes Putin reportedly chooses the rails.
If Putin's plane is hard to identify, his train is harder to identify. From the outside, it can look like an ordinary Russian passenger train. Gray cars, red stripes. Train spotters have pointed to unusual features. Investigative reports describe a special presidential train hidden inside the railway system. The Kremlin has denied that Putin owns or uses such a train. The train's reported interior sounds less like public transport. Reports describe sleeping quarters, offices, dining cars, a gym, and a Turkish steam bath. But the security advantage is simpler than the luxury. A plane broadcasts its position through flight data. A special train can move through a huge rail network.
Its schedule does not appear on ordinary public timetables. That could allow Putin to travel without passing through a normal airport. Some investigators have said its armor protects against gunfire, not every serious threat. Its communication systems have also been described as outdated. So the train's main defense may be concealment. It hides inside something familiar. That is a recurring pattern in Putin's security system. The protection does not always look like a fortress. Sometimes it looks like an ordinary train passing through a station. But the strangest deception happens after Putin arrives.
For years, Kremlin videos showed Putin behind the same desk. The room seemed identical every time. But investigative journalists began comparing the details. A door handle sat at a slightly different height. A thermostat moved a few centimeters. Wall seams did not line up perfectly. Ventilation grills had different openings. Those clues suggested that the Kremlin had built near-identical offices. Investigations by Sistema and Radio Free Europe analyzed hundreds of videos. They identified apparent replicas in Novo-Ogoryovo, Valdai, and Sochi. That creates a powerful illusion. A video can appear to come from Moscow, but the room may actually be somewhere else.
It could hide his location and preserve the image of a stable command center.
One tiny detail can expose the deception. This is where the body double rumors enter the story. Ukrainian officials have claimed Putin uses stand-ins. The Kremlin denies it, and Putin says he rejected the idea. No independently verified evidence proves that regular doubles replace him. Differences in photographs can come from lighting, posture, age, weight, or camera angles. A regular replacement would need to copy his face, voice, and behavior. That remains unproven. The important fact is that location itself becomes uncertain. A car, plane, train, or office can all become part of a decoy system.
So is Vladimir Putin impossible to kill? No leader is, but reaching him requires more than finding a public appearance. It hides the route, vehicles, aircraft, and room. Most details remain disputed, denied, or difficult to verify. But together, they reveal something real about power. Putin's security is not only designed to stop an attack, it is designed to make the state revolve around one protected person. The harder he is to find, the more isolated he becomes. And that may be the strangest protection of all. If this story surprised you, subscribe. Then tell us, which security measure seemed the most extreme?